Hey, how's it going, Mike? This is Devin from SEO Dallas, Texas, and I'm making this quick free custom video to show you 3 easy ways that you could beat your competition online starting today. And Mike, you might be asking, Devin, why are you making videos like this for business owners? Reality is I found out a little while ago there's a lot of small business owners that are spending all their time running their business and taking care of their customers, that they don't really have the time to learn how the internet can benefit them and bring in more of those customers. The only thing typically holding back small business owners from hiring a marketing agency is just the fact they don't know who is an expert and who isn't. And so I found by giving these free attack plans, some of those business owners still at the end of it all go, you know what, Devin, I like you, just take care of this for me. So if at the end of this you see I got a few tricks up my sleeve and I can do a good job for you, give me a call and we can chat. If you want to just take this information and do it yourself, by all means, that's okay. This is free education. Without further ado, the 3 things I'm going to talk to you about today are going to be content, backlinks, and then citations. So content is anything on the front page of your website, and whenever Google determines where they're going to rank you and what they're going to rank you for, they send these little robots out that basically scan your front page and they read all the content. So all the text that's on your front page, all the text that's behind the images, and whatever the images are saved as, that all counts as content. And you want it to be stuffed with keywords that have to do with what your buyers or your customers are going to be searching for. So I know you're in the Forney area. You'd want to look for things like Mesquite plumbing, Forney plumbing service, stuff like that. All right. So looking at your website, first off, great photo right at the beginning. Shows your logo, shows your individualized van. It's a really nice website to start off with. I like that you use a lot of images. As far as the content goes, to be considered a authoritative website in Google's eyes, you're going to want to have at least 1,500 to 2,000 words. Back in the day, it used to be up to 1,500, but there's a lot of people in the plumbing industry nowadays that have closer to 2,000. So that's what I'd recommend, taking your current content at about 300, 400 words and boost it up to 1,500. If you want to look at your competition, you've got Mesquite Plumbing. They're sitting right about 500 words. Again, super easy for you to beat them. And then you got Flow Plumbing. They're also in Mesquite as well. I only went with Mesquite because it's right down the road, and they've got a population of about 150,000 versus I think it's like 20,000 in Forney. Good amount of clientele you can take. They're sitting at about 1,000 words, and they're using proper keywords. So again, I would shoot for things such as like 1,500 words, 2,000 words, and make sure you fill up your website with things such as like plumber, Mesquite, Texas, Mesquite Plumbing, stuff like that. Okay. The next thing we're going to talk about is citations. So the reason why we talk about citations is obviously content is king, but Google is kind of like a popularity contest, and they look for how many other websites on the internet are pointing back to your website and directing some of their traffic to your website. That shows them that you're authority in the industry that you're talking about. And being that it is industry specific, you're going to get a lot better results from having like another plumber linking back to you than you would from having like Pizza Hut linking back to you, because obviously you're not slinging pizzas. So I have this tool I use. It's called Ahrefs. It shows the back end of websites, like as far as SEO reasons. It costs about $1,000 a month, but it shows you everything that Google can see. So it's really useful for this kind of data. And so looking at your website, Kretz Plumbing Services LLC business site, looks like you're not being found for any keywords at the moment, and you have one referring domain. But it also looks like your website just literally popped off like in July. So it's brand new. It's understandable. Let's look at what your competition is doing. So Mesquite Plumbing, they're sitting at 38 websites pointing back at them, and that's generating 670 backlinks. So to beat them, obviously you're going to want to go a little bit higher than that, and an easy thing to do is just look at whatever their referring domains are and take the good ones and leave behind the bad ones. So like ream.com, juice. If you can get that, that would be great. Anything with air conditioning within the same industry, really, really good. Plumbers near me, really good. These are ones you're going to want to grab. Stuff that has nothing to do with plumbing, leave it behind, and then add some more on top. Let's go see what else you got. Flowplumbing.com. Same thing. They're sitting at 60 domains with 789 backlinks. Same exact strategy. Just grab the backlinks that they're using and then add a bunch more on top of that, just so you make sure you dominate them. And being that your competition is sitting between 60 and how much was this one? 38. I'd recommend getting at least 75 websites just to beat them. But if you really want to dominate the marketplace and give yourself a nice space cushion they'd have to catch up on, I'd do at least 100 websites pointing back at you that are giving you that power. And make sure they're do follow links, because there's no follow links out there that don't pass power. They got to be called do follow links. All right, the final thing I'm going to talk about is citations. And the reason why is when someone needs a plumber, they're going to go to the very first place, especially if they're having an emergency and they're ready to spend money. They're going to go to the very first people that pop up. So if you type in Mesquite Plumbing, or Dallas Plumbing might be a better option for you. Dallas plumber. There you go. I bet Mesquite plumber will work too, actually. Mesquite plumber. It might work. Let's see. Cool. Yeah, so when someone's looking for a plumber in Mesquite, which is probably what they're going to look for, they're going to first skip by these ads. There's some people who click on ads, but a lot of people have had bad experiences with them, so they skip by them nowadays, and they go right here. And these guys are typically regarded as trustworthy companies, and so they're the first people that get the clicks. So like Mesquite Plumbing Glow, Riddell, Flow Plumbing, these are the guys you're going to want to be. And to get into this Google My Business area or local map pack ranking, that's all based off of citations. And citations are anywhere where your business's information, such as your name, your address, and your phone number, are listed in directories on the web. I'm sure you're asking, what the heck are directories and how do I get into them? They're just websites that allow businesses to list their information. So you're talking about like Yelp, Yellow Pages, White Pages, Yext. Facebook has an option for a directory too. All these different places that you can go and list your website. And so a good strategy to beat them in citations is go into your area, look at your competition, see what directories are listed in, and then go list yourself in those same exact directories. It does take some time, but it's free. And the best part is that's free traffic for you. As long as you beat them by a good good percentage on top of what they're doing, you're gonna get a lot more traffic because the traffic that comes here is pretty significant. Okay, so that's all I've got for you. The 3 things I went over for you today were content. I would say to get your website up to about 1,500 to 2,000 words. Backlinks, you're going to want to shoot for about 100 different websites in your industry pointing back at you. And you're going to want citations too. Again, if you want to take this information and do it on your own, by all means, I just want to see you succeed. If you want me to do this for you and you like what you've seen, you can come check out my website. It's SEODallasTexas.com. Let me show you that real quick. And you can give us a call whenever you want. Our phone number is 214-441-6737. And then you can also, if you're on mobile, you can click on this link as well. Appreciate you watching this, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.